It was a real struggle to get this to work, but after some persistence, I, along with another Raven, managed to play together online. We warmed into our connection by having some off-camera PvP matches, then we went all in with the co-op functionality that was available to us. I walked away with a newfound respect for a game that I've invested time with on this channel, which I believe took for granted. Especially now that the 6th generation is out and played, I do feel that this was a missed opportunity. This is my story of Armored Core, Verdict Day online feature, played on the PS3, captured by OBS. I want to start by saying that I'm feeling bad for many Ravens out there who will never experience this within Armored Core. As you know, FromSoft has finally reopened the franchise with its 6th generation of Armored Core with Fires of Rubicon, and anonymously it is all agreed that single-player campaign mode is amazing and sets the standard. But there are always two sides to one coin. The other conversation about Fires of Rubicon is that the online leaves more to be desired. It's pretty bare bones with the new addition of rank match mode, but you know all the problems the online aspect is currently experiencing. What I want to talk about is how much the 5th got it right. I personally like that if you weren't a super competitive online junkie, the game catered to those that want a little online experience but not completely put themselves out there. They developed the game to have co-op gameplay where you can hire others to help you complete single-player campaigns. This was a two-way street. The Raven that requires assistance gets a successful outcome most of the time, and the hired Raven, namely the Mercenary, would get paid and ranked among an online leaderboard on the servers. This feature slipped my recommendation until recently I rekindled that flame for myself with the help of another Raven. I couldn't believe how the simple concept of having a co-op leaderboard could brainwash me to the point I felt that I was playing a whole new game. Essentially, what worked for a single-player campaign build doesn't necessarily translate to co-op play, as you have to think about your partner's build and how they play. Also, your build expense contributes to the overall payout at the end of the mission. This alone forces you to rethink your strategies per hired situations. I don't get that with Fires of Rubicon's online gameplay, unfortunately. That burning desire to progress among the online community. And this is my realized truth. There are a lot of Ravens out there who weren't patient enough to give the 5th generation a chance to cook for them. A lot of people who say the 5th generation wasn't worth a second look really haven't given the second game, Verdict Day, a chance, because it's guilty by association. They are missing out on this great feature that has unlimited replay value. And quite honestly, Verdict Day isn't bad at all. It's a good game. And this is coming from observing a few Ravens that played it recently and admitted they didn't give it a chance when it initially came out years ago. The other part of this realization is that many Ravens don't have a PS3 and/or Xbox 360 to play Verdict Day. And it looks like FromSoft has no intentions of releasing a port, so they are stuck with playing an emulated version of it instead. And that's based on if they have the PC specs for it. In this video, I have captured some footage of me and another Raven taking on some missions in co-op mode. I have to admit that I didn't put on my best performance, but I had fun and could have done it for hours. And surprisingly, the connection was solid on my end for a 10-year-old game. So I want to leave you all with this. The 5th generation was far from the best in the series, but I have to give it to this generation to have the best online content for the player to invest in after the single-player campaign is completed. And if you are one of the lucky few that has a chance to play it, give it a try now and compare it to the online games of today. You'll be surprised how well it stacks up. That's all I wanted to share today. This is coming from my experience with Fires of Rubicon and comparing my past experiences with Verdict Day in terms of online exposure. If you enjoyed today's video, feel free to hit that like button and share your thoughts and opinions on my viewpoint in the comment box below. I will respond to everyone's post for the most part. I have some more content ideas for the channel coming soon, so I suggest subscribing here to be one of the first to see that. I will catch you guys on the next one. Until then, thanks for watching, stay safe, and stay fly ravens.